Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Infant Realms. It's episode 2 today, and you might be thinking, where are you? You didn't show us this place last episode. Where are you? Well, I am in the headquarters of the uh, snail thing. We don't really have a name. So yeah, we're in our headquarters, and I have a couple of shulkers behind me, which we're going to use in this episode. So let's take a look at what's inside them. So in these shulkers is brown terracotta, white terracotta, lots of spruce logs, lots of white terracotta once again, and then lots and lots of slime. Now the slime might give you a hint to what we're doing today, and that is building lots of snails. So I'm going to grab all of these and we are going to go to the surface and build some snails at some bases because everyone loves a snail. Wouldn't you love a snail? I certainly would. Okay, and so now with all our materials and our plants ready to go, we can get to building snails. And there's a list of anti-snail members. There's a couple of them. I think there's 6, but the Lost Yeti is definitely one of them. So what we're going to do is we are going to pay his base a visit and build a snail. Okay, so we're at the Lost Yeti's base. It's not a base which is too big, so we don't have a lot of room, but he does have a mob farm on which he has a nice platform, and I thought, why not build our snail over there? Now, the orange terracotta is placed by me. I built it there because I chose that platform to build our snail. And something else I did is I got a schematic for our snail to make ourselves things a little bit easier. And so that's our schematic of our beautiful snail. Even if I do say so myself, it's nice and centered on our platform. And I'd say we get to building, but before we do, I'm going to go to the other bases and place our platforms there, see where we're gonna build it, and then I'll throw all the builds in one time lapse. So let's get to the other base. Okay, and so now we're at Striker's base, where, well, he's also an avid anti-snail person, so he definitely deserves a snail as well. Now, here is where we build the last snail, where you can also see our requirements. Rule 11 is that snails are not allowed on a server, so that's our main goal. But anyways, he's an avid opposer of the snails, so he definitely deserves one. And we built our last one here, but I think this second one deserves another spot. Now, we could build one on top of a tower, or alternatively, we could build one right here, which isn't too bad of a spot, I think. Now, we could build one there, here, or somewhere on the ground. Now, on the ground would be a little bit lame, or alternatively, we could build one here. No, that's too small. So, yeah, I think we're going to go for this place right here. We're going to build a little platform out of terracotta, and let's get our terracotta out. So that's going to be a little platform right here, which I'll build, and then I'll catch you back when I'm done. Okay, and so now we have our platform here for our snail at Striker's base. Once again, I'll throw 4 of the builds into time-lapse together, so it doesn't take up too much length of the video. But let's go ahead and see someone else's base where we can build a snail. Okay, so now we've got our platform at Brad Boss's base placed down, and let's get an image of how it will look with the snail on there, and it's looking pretty good, even if I do say so myself. Definitely from up here, the big eye is poking out, and then if we go at the bottom section, you can't really see it from up here, from down here, but it's definitely, you can see the legs, which are quite big, so I think the location is pretty decent. Now we've got 3 platforms placed down. Let's go do the 4th one, and then we can have our time lapse. Okay, so now we are at what is for now the last place where we will build a snail. It's Yanni's base, spelled however it is, because I don't really know how to pronounce it, but yeah. So we're at his base, and he's also an avid opposer of the snails, so he deserves a snail. And I think there is the perfect spot right here on top of the Iron Golem farm, so we will make our platform above it, making sure to build it high enough so no Iron Golems spawn on top of it. Okay, all 4 snails have been built. Let's show them. Here is one of the snails, but you might think, wait, you didn't say you were going to be building a snail at this base. I don't recognize this. Well, turns out the first one we were going to do wasn't actually his base anymore. It was his actual starter base, like the sign said. Turns out this is his base, so here, this is where we built the snail. And some modifications had to be made to build it. because we are at 256 at the topmost block, so I couldn't build it on top of it, because the same with the base, it's at 256. So I had to make a lower platform, then incorporate it into the base a little bit, so fingers crossed he keeps it. I don't have too high hopes, but fingers crossed. But like I said, there were 4 snails built. This is one of them. Let's show the other 3. Okay, we are here at Brad Boss's base, and coming out of the portal, you can immediately see the big part of the snail. You can't see the legs, but if you walk to the side, you can definitely see them. It's pretty big, considering the size of the base, but I think it fits pretty well. It's floating on the water over there, but I think it's looking pretty good also. It fits the style perfectly, in my opinion. But that's Brad Boss's nail build, and let's go ahead and take a look at the third one. Coming out of the portal at Striker's base, our third, uh, the third place where we built a snail, you don't immediately see it. If you look up, you can see the eyes poking out, but if you fly up, you can see the wonderful snail there on the building, looking beautiful, looking at the other buildings at his base. The colors don't really match up, so I don't think this one will stay either. But we have to make our sign clear. We want snails to be allowed. We want Rule 11 to be removed. We want our square votes. And we want media links, most importantly. We want media links. That's what our cause. That's what we are fighting for. And if they don't give it after this one, we will strike again. Pun intended. Maybe not on Striker's base, but we will strike again. Okay, this is the third one. Like I said, it's looking pretty good. It's the same as every other snail, so not a big difference there on that front. But let's go and take a look at the fourth and final one we built. And something has happened to it already, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. Okay, here at Yanni's base, you might notice I'm not facing where we built the snail, not facing the iron farm. Well, that's for a reason. Because he didn't give me the time to record after building the snail. He tore it down immediately. So that's already one step too close to us building another snail. I don't like that. But he tore it down. I'm so disappointed. It was a beautiful addition to the base. He could have built around it, but no. He had to tear it down. I'm so sad. Really am. Yeah, okay, so that's was our final snail. Well, it isn't anymore, sadly enough. But you might think, what's up next? You've done this. What if they don't give you the media links? What if they don't allow snails to be built? Well, like I said, we will strike again, and not just with those small snails. You might think, those are not small, they are like 80 blocks tall. Well, I am planning to design something bigger than that. And I'm not just going to place it out of base, no. Everyone has to see it. So our next snail will be built here, right here, in the shopping district. It will be built right here. It will be ginormous, and you won't be able to look besides it. It will set a statement, and I hope if they don't agree to our terms this time, they'll have to do it after the next attack. Because we will not stop. We will not stop. But this won't be for next episode. That will be for a later episode. Next episode, we will be building on our base. We will be getting some storage done, cleaning up some stuff, maybe even starting a honey farm. Yes, I want honey to sell in the slimy box, which will then become the sticky box, or I'll put the honey box on top of it. Don't know yet, we'll see about that, but that's our plans for next episode. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe if you liked it, maybe comment if you have any suggestions, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Oh, also don't forget to check out the other members, their content on the server. Their links are in the description down below. Have a good time, everyone. See you later.